Let's do this. I'm hydrating. I'm eating something salty so I don't pass out. If you know, you know. And we're doing a holiday makeup video. Okay, so I'm gonna start I've got to clean up my desk here. I've got some old stuff going on. We're a mess. We're a hot mess over here right now. Okay, it's not a big deal, but it's a thing. It's a lot, whatever it is. So I'm gonna clean it up. Excellent, much better. Now to get out of my pajamas and into my secondary pajamas. All right, okay, I'm in my comfies. I did my skincare prep, so we're all ready to go. Also, hi there, my name is Chloe Edith. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm gonna be doing a holiday makeup look. I wanna do something that's kind of a twist on like the classic glam holiday look. So we're gonna do the red lip, we're gonna do the glittery gold, but I wanna see if I can make it like a little bit unique or a little bit, I don't know, maybe edgier, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I have not planned this out that much, so we're just gonna find out as we go. I'm just gonna chat while I'm doing this. Okay, so while I get started with my foundation, you might have noticed that I went from trying to post once a week to a little bit less than that, and that is just because I got stressed out. I just got like so stressed out. It's pretty typical. I think this is like nothing special. This is like the oldest story in the book, but I just like started being like, oh my God, I've got to be so perfect. Oh my God. And I started to panic. So, but you know what? Then I did a tarot card reading for myself, which I do quite often. And it was a 3-card draw that did like where you are, your unconscious and your conscious brain. And the unconscious brain was the Fool, which is less about being an actual fool and more about, you know, like jumping in head first a little bit. And it just was like something I really needed to see, because that's exactly what my attitude was like a few months ago. So I'm just gonna try to like find that attitude again of just like jumping in. I think that that's super valuable with something like this. And honestly, guys, like I'm old. Like I am like I have not been like doing social media for like a long time, like as a young person. Like I am 28 and like I'm just not used to it. I think that's a big part of it, is it's like I think there's some amount of like getting used to being on social media. Like I've had like a private Instagram for like the last 5-6 years, and like that's it. So I don't know, a lot of it is just kind of like totally new, so I'm still getting used to that along with everything else. Of course, all my like actual interests of what I want to do on YouTube are like super varied, because that's just how my brain is. So also I'm like trying to get good at like a million things at once, which is probably silly now that I say that out loud. I shouldn't expect that of myself, but whatever, it's been happening, so this is your update. I'm trying to see, okay, if I use this light, is it better or is it worse? It's really warm, that's the only thing, but it's a little bit easier for me to see. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. Just that I'm really excited to continue to do YouTube. I just have to take a little time to get used to it, that's all. I think it's a little bit affected just by the time of year too. Like it's kind of a stressful time of the year, especially if you like, I don't know, have depression or like seasonal affective disorder or anything like that. Which I don't know. I don't normally think that I had seasonal defective. I'm seasonally defective. Seasonal affective disorder, but this year it does feel that way. Like as soon as it got dark, I was just like, I was a hot mess almost immediately, which is a little bit weird for me, but you know, you never know what you're gonna get. The holidays are definitely a little bit funky though. That's kind of why I wanted to do this video because I know in the past for me, like sometimes like getting ready for the holidays is like the most fun part of the whole thing, you know, like getting dressed up a little bit. So that's why I wanted to do this video, because oh gosh, to kind of, I don't know, just because that's how the holidays really used to be for me. So maybe it's that way for other people too. Oh my gosh, another thing that's really hard about the YouTube thing is the data management, like the storage. Like, how the heck do people do this kind of thing? That's not what I want to say. How the heck do people do this? Because I am just like, I don't know, I am just like a, my phone is always on full kind of person. And also I'm also like the kind of person who lets my phone die when my charger's like sitting right next to me. So I am just really struggling with this part. Like getting the videos. I don't know. If anybody has any tips about that, please let me know, because bro. I'm like airdropping stuff to myself and takes like 2 hours. It's just like, it's wild. It's wild. I'm doing it wrong. I know that I'm doing it wrong, but I don't know how to do it right. One of the nice things about winter makeup is that you can get away with it looking like really polished. Like, I think that in the spring and summer, you want your makeup to look like super blended out and like fresh and dewy, and like you're not wearing any makeup. But in the winter, you can really like pack it on, you know, and like have like a lot of high contrast, and just like you can, I don't know, you can get away with like a lot more of like a makeup look, and that's kind of fun. So I have a few of these little Kaja moon crystal guys, and I want to kind of test out the different colors to see which one is going to be right for today, if any, because I'm going for gold. Okay, so there you can kind of see the 3 different colors. They're so pretty, oh my god. And this one has like almost like a green undertone to it. It's definitely kind of brown, but it's got like a green shift to it. And then this one is like a rose gold. Sorry, this one is called, the brown one is called Tiger's Eye. This middle one is called Goddess. This one's it's my favorite personally. And then the last kind of bright pinky one is called Rose Quartz. And I'm kind of torn today. I use this middle one a lot because this is kind of like in my neutral palette that I really love. But today, this one might be the right color. It's pretty pink in the camera, and it does have a pink shift to it, but it also has like a pretty gold shift in person. So it's kind of got that like right in between, that like pink, red, gold color that is very holiday friendly. So let's go for that one. So I'm going to use that in a little bit after I kind of like put a base down of eyeshadow. So the other palette that I'm using is my favorite palette. It's the Natasha Denona Retro palette. I'm going to start with an all over color that's a little bit lighter so I can build up darkness. So I'm going to start with this color Helio. Oh yeah, it's really pretty. Do I have something super dark on this? What's wrong with me? Or is it just darker than I expected? I don't know. It's pretty though. I kind of go back and forth on shimmery looks. Like sometimes I am like all about them and I just want glitter and everything. And then other times I'm like, get it away from me. Like, never. I want it to be as matte as like a, I don't know. What would it be? I want to be really matte. Okay. I mean, this is pretty on its own. I really like the way that the light catches it. It makes it naturally like darker in the crease. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of cool. I'm going with this Opart color. I use this one a lot. It's gorgeous. It's like a dark brown, but it's a cool brown. Really cool. And I am just going to push that into the crease here, a little bit above the crease. Okay, now let's blend that out a little bit. So I'm taking a clean brush. I'm doing little circles and I'm kind of dragging it up and out into a V, kind of a cat eye shape. And then I'm gonna go big swipes back and forth. And I'm gonna take that same brush and bring it all under my eye a little bit. Just a little bit. Nice. Okay. So blending it out kind of reduced the glitziness a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in with Helio and put it back, but by patting it kind of onto my eyelid. So to make sure that I get that payoff of the glitter. That looks better. And then I'm going to put, I don't need a lot, but a little bit of this. I'm going to start by putting it on the back of my hand. And then just take a tiny bit of this. Start adding that to kind of this like outer third of my eye, of my eyelid. So I'm not just covering what I just did, but I am adding to it. Awesome. I want a little more. This stuff is like super pigmented, so it's good to take it slow. Hopefully you can see that. I want a little bit more shimmer, so I'm going to take this color, Jude, is another of my favorites. It's a little bit less pink, a little bit more brown, but I'm just going to take a little bit, and then I'm going to bring that in the inner corner here. Yeah. See that? It's not like the lightest shade, so it's not really a highlighter, it's just extra shimmer here in a different tone. Oh yeah, okay, and I'm bringing this up a tiny bit so that we really emphasize. I feel like this is like what's bringing it into 2022. It's kind of this, like it's giving it like an almost a wet look. Really cool toned. Yeah, I love that. Let's take that same color under the eyes a little bit. Just to make sure that we're getting the shimmer all the way around. Nice. And then I think to top off the red color, I'm going to go in with this groove color. So this one here is kind of like a really pretty red, but it's not quite as dark as this other one. So I'm going to just tap this into the inner corners, just barely. I'm not going to blend it out too much, but I want to connect what's going on in the inner corner to that Kaja red moon crystal we have. So I think that this will help bridge the gap by adding a darker red to the outer corner here, so that we get that full red, gold, brown effect. Okay, it's a little messy, but we'll clean that up. Just a little bit of blending. Now, this glitter, it's pretty intense. So I'm gonna take it and like, I'm gonna kind of just get it on this brush however I can. Perfect. Look, there's a ton of it now. It's like there's just so much of it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to just carefully start to dot it over. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Over my eyeshadow. Pretty. Oh my god, I love it. Okay. I'm gonna take some and I'm gonna put it in my inner corner. So I think in order to do this, I first want to do something really light here, like I'll just go in with my highlighter. I need a tiny little brush. Okay. My highlighter has a pink tone, but what I'm mostly looking for is something that's really light. Which it is, because that will help, you know, accentuate the glitter in that spot. So I'm doing a lot more of this inner corner thing than I normally would, but partly that's going to be because I'm going to go in with the glitter. Okay, I like it. It needs a little work. It's kind of a glitter mess and I'm kind of loving it. Okay. This is sort of, I think I was going for something that's a little bit more of like a really concentrated little glitter spot, and instead it's like this big explosion of glitter. But I don't think that I mind that. Okay, I really like this, and I think that it needs a little bit more darkness in the outer corner to compensate, to like balance out the shape. So let's do that super fast. I'm gonna go back in with my Opart, sorry. There we go. I still kind of have glitter all over my face, but whatever. Okay, time for lips. So normally I don't do like a big eye and a big lip at the same time, but you know, the holidays come around once a year, so if there's ever time to do it, it's right now, truly. I would say the same thing at Halloween. What am I talking about? And New Year's, whatever. If you're gonna do both, just do both. It's fine. I want to try something. I think that like a cool brown would be really pretty with this look, but that's pretty cool for me. I kind of like something that's a little bit neutral, so I'm gonna go in with a dark red, and we're gonna just see how it looks. If it's terrible, I know I can fall back on a cool brown, and it'll be beautiful. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm really happy with this. My original plan was to go in with a black lip liner, and honestly, I might do a little bit. I thought it would be too much, but now I'm like looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I think it's the move. I think it's gonna tie it all together a little bit. Yeah. So just add a little bit of more dimension to them. So I had already kind of done that with the dark red lip liner that I used. And then now I've done that extra a lot. So I'm gonna just clean this up. But I'm super happy with it. Oh my gosh. So this is, I feel like it really matches the energy of the eyes a little bit. I thought it might be too much, but it's like holiday, but like funky holiday. Like if you really want to kind of like have fun and freak out your family, it's perfect for that. Or if you have a big event, then I would think this would be like a show-stopping look. Yay. Let's go get dressed so you can see the final result. Here is the finished look. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye!